Jolly good.
Dr. Day, I'm so excited. 6 more days and I will actually see you. I've missed you so much. The Centennial Committee and the Lord Mayor have been all over the papers here hyping the big event. And my bosses at the museum seem really anxious to meet my famous father. It's going to be such fun. Oh, speaking of the job, guess what? I've stumbled onto something I think may really interest you. Right up your alley. I found an old scroll by Terence. I know he's your favorite Roman playwright, right? I'll wait till you get here to say more, but you won't believe it. I'll tell you this much. It seems to be a pretty angry comeback to a "don't call us, we'll call you" rejection from the library at Alexandria. As near as I can make out, the author asked for one of his plays to be housed there. Not one of the 6 we already know about, but something else, something new. And they turned him down big time, claiming that it was incomplete and substandard for acceptance into their collection. Kind of a condescending attitude with the way it reads. Anyway, I checked, and his other plays were there at the time. So hey, if you hear of a new play by Terence floating around out there somewhere, that could be pretty hot news. At least to people like us. My boss already said that I could share what I found with you, so I made a pretty decent copy of what I have. We'll go over it first thing when you get here. Fun, working together again. I can't believe it's been almost a year since I graduated and took this job, and a year since we've seen one another. I know, both of our faults, but now we're set, and neither one of us can get out of it this time. I can't wait. Love you, Daddy. See you soon. Beth.
Dear Dr. Daughter, I've sure missed you too. But less than a week and we'll have some really quality time together. The administrators there at your museum and the London Town Fathers have really gone all out for this thing. I bet all Granddaddy Erasmus would be tickled pink at all the attention the tower's been getting a century after he arranged to have the thing brought over. I guess it's a pretty big deal, and I'm glad they're letting both of us participate in the festivities. It makes me proud. It gives me a chance to see my only daughter. My flight gets me there just before the opening of the capsule. But after that, we can have lots of long chats like in the old days back here. We'll catch up. I can't wait for you to share that mysterious document you've discovered. I'm excited to hear what your thoughts are. It doesn't make a lot of sense that they would come down on him so hard. And for what? Terence was a great favorite with Roman audiences, so something must have gone really wrong. Maybe we can do some deciphering and translating together and figure it out. Fun. Oh, fun. See you in a couple of days at Ptolemy's Tower. Love you so much, Dad.
a day, what a lovely London day. Thank you, my friends, thank you. With the opening of our time capsule, we once again bring much deserved attention to the wonderful vision of Sir Erasmus Wilson, who 100 years ago today succeeded in bringing Ptolemy's Tower to our shores.
It's almost 3,500 years old.
And what a double pleasure to have with us here today. To my right, Dr. Reginald Wilson, perhaps America's most celebrated Egyptologist, and his daughter, now our own Dr. Elizabeth Wilson of the British Museum.
Both direct and immediate descendants of Sir
We would
Erasmus
like to
Wilson
thank you for
himself.
coming and invite you to stroll the banks of our beautiful Thames and enjoy the golden jubilee bridges and the food and souvenirs to be found all along the bank. Have a jolly day and be sure to visit the tower often. There's magic there, they say.
Come open, open! Thank you, good day.
So you just found this inside the tower? No attempt to cover it up or anything?
It was just in a little crevice, like I told you. Almost like it was waiting for someone to find it.
That's pretty strange in itself. You know those Egyptians and the secret nooks and crannies that they love to put in their bigger pyramids and obelisks. But this seems almost too easy.
Unless it was deliberate.
Well, maybe. This center section that you're having trouble with, there are different kinds of scripts. Seems to suggest that the play that he brought to the library was missing whole scenes. The big reason that they cite for rejecting it and upbraiding him so severely seems to be the absence of an antagonist, a bad guy. All of his scenes have disappeared.
Whatever it is, he sure sounds mad.
Well, the leaders of that exclusive little library circle obviously made him feel pretty darn bitter. Look at this. This translates in the hieroglyphics, no, in the Latin. Oh, yes, yes. It seems to say that they, perhaps, yes, scribbling like a tradesman. Farcical. And here, further down, unoriginal. Without the craftsmanship required for inclusion on the shelves of the library. Ouch, that must have hurt.
What I know about old Terence, or I guess young Terence at that time, in his 20s, right, was that he certainly never had any problem with his bad guys or villains before. In fact, if I remember correctly, the library apparently had been enthusiastic about those very characters in his earlier plays.
Good.
They were often some of his most successful creations. Remember this part right here?
Yes, Terence sticks to his guns and insists that they'd be making a big mistake by not accepting this play. He keeps repeating that it was perfectly complete, bad guy and all, when he brought it to Alexandria. This is interesting. He keeps talking about how would this symbol translate? Losing a character?
Letting them escape would be a more accurate reading. I wonder why he would say that. Do you think maybe it was just a flowery way of saying he was suffering a writer's block of some sort? But here, it says you lost him. He got away.
Escaped. Your translation is right on point. He is saying all this as if it's for real.
That's really bizarre, isn't
It
it?
certainly is. And the title of the thing, The Stones of Ptolemy. Now that has to mean that our tower, or one of the towers, was somehow part of the plot as well. I wonder if that was missing from the manuscript also. His travels certainly could have put him in Heliopolis and Alexandria at the time. It all fits time-wise, And the theater historians do say he disappeared pretty mysteriously, supposedly trying to find ideas for new plots. But his insistence that it was somehow the fault of the keepers of the scroll, that's the part that really stumps me. Why would he say that?
Are we sure that I translated that right? Bad guy or villain antagonist?
No, you got it right. The committee or circle or whatever they called themselves said that the play had no adversary for the hero. But Terence is persisting very doggedly, look at this, that there was one when he brought it to them and that they somehow lost that part of his manuscript. Then the playwright says, I haven't been able to find Clodius. Clodius? Well, Damon, he's disappeared. Kiddo, we've got ourselves quite a little mystery here. A play with an escaped villain, a lost script with huge unexplained holes in it, and a playwright that swears that his missing bad guy was in the work when he delivered it to the library. Wow.
Oh, Dad, I forgot to ask. How's it going with the new secretary? Beverly, wasn't it?
Beverly's no longer with us, I'm afraid.
Dad, how many does that make? 5 or 6 by now?
I know. I give them all perfectly organized notes, stacks of research.
Scribblings, brilliant insights on the back of airline tickets.
Totally comprehensible by anyone. And they come in, they take one look at my work, declare it a disaster area, and move on. So I'm afraid I'm working alone again. Someone will turn up.
Dad, you know you're not getting younger and you know you need the help. I'm nagging. Not this trip. Let's get back to our puzzle. Dad, it is getting late and I know you have to be worn out, what with the jet lag and all of this. Let's just call it a night. We'll meet for lunch tomorrow. I'd offer you breakfast, but you're gonna need your rest, and I'm still a working girl.
Good.
Why don't you take the copy with you? Maybe you can have some study time in the morning. Let's meet right back here at the tower at noon tomorrow. We'll go find one of those great British pubs that are all over the area and dig into some fish and chips and talk about runaway bad guys and the letter and life and love.
Love? What? Wait a minute. Love?
Tomorrow. My car's nearby. Can I give you a ride to your hotel?
Now I am curious, but you're right. I am a bit tired. Not very sleepy though. I guess I'm fired up about being here, all this, and of course seeing you. My hotel's only 8 or 10 streets from here. I think I'd like to walk back and sort of digest the days of this. I'll meet you here tomorrow at noon, and perhaps by then we can shed a little more light on this thing. By the way, your deciphering was excellent. Couldn't have done better myself. Life and love, eh? I think we may have more than one big mystery here. You be on time.
Yes, sir.
Damn, everything is closed. I'm trying to be a gent and do things in the British way. I say mate and eat all my biscuits. I'm happy look like where I stay. I say ta-ta, not that I'll see ya, or just smile if I make a miscue. I fight hard to retain my composure if some bloke takes my place in the queue. But right now I have this small problem, and it's suddenly making me see. When you drink British tea by the gallon, you inevitably often do pee. So I'm looking for a loo, any store or shop will do.
figured
Would you happen to know where I might be able to find a restroom, a toilet, a loo? Drink too much tea? Well, thank you anyway. There's got to be something. Hey,
Kind of Nazi, ain't it?
Get that back to me. My hat. Oh, that's not yours, that's mine. Get that back to me.
We saw you and that girl looking over a piece of paper a while ago. What was it? Some kind of treasure map or something? Give us a look.
Take it easy. Come on now. I don't want any trouble. Take a couple of pounds. Just let me be on my way, okay?
Oh, we'll take your money. And I think we'll have that piece of paper. No, come on, man, give it over.
Come on, get up.
What are you?
Let's see what happens.
I dropped the girl! I dropped the girl!
Come on, let's get out of here.
You just hit a girl! You're not feminist. I'll make you back up to this thing. You got beat up by an old man. His hair's white. Yours is green and pink.
I'm looking for a look any corner of the street. Never underestimate a man who has to urinate. I forgot that I had to go. Thank you, my friend. I think I could have been in some real trouble over there had you not been here. Thanks a lot.
It's fine. Glad to help a fellow traveler.
Oh, are you on the road too? I guess it's open season on tourists for punks like that.
Probably.
Well, anyway, hoodlums like that are usually cowards. Thanks to you, we scared them off. My name is Reggie Wilson. I'm here for the big celebration. I'm sort of an anthropologist. How about you?
I'm a poet.
A poet? That's wonderful. Good for you. The world needs more young folks with active imaginations and free spirits. Good for you.
I heard you and that girl talking a moment ago about a character escaping from a play. That could happen, you know. I mean, if some writer created a character so real that it took on a life of its own.
Well, I hardly think so. I mean, it's one thing to go from nothing on a blank page to a totally believable artistic creation. But if you mean making writing actually come alive, I'm afraid that's too much of a stretch for a stodgy old scientist. Oh, I have a good imagination. That's too far for me to go. Neat idea, though. I like it. What brings you to London?
I'm looking for ideas for my stories. I need plots. Maybe the escaped character you were talking about could be one of them. Oh, the truth is, I'm looking for a lot more than that.
What do you mean? Want to talk to me about it? My daughter says I'm a good listener.
Sure. Why not? I meant what I said earlier. Characters can sometimes be so real that they go out and they... Oh, listen. When I heard you and your daughter talking, I got a feeling you might be able to help me with something.
Really?
Yes.
Well now, I've got to say that's very flattering and intriguing. Look, I owe you. My daughter's meeting me here at noon tomorrow. Why don't you come around, say, 1 or 2, and join us. The three of us can talk more about this bringing characters to life notion of yours. Beth, that's my daughter, would really like meeting you. And she loves talking about magical things like that. Even I have to admit, I am intrigued. My daughter said I always use that word. But look, it's hard to see exactly where you're coming from. Hey, come on. You don't really believe all that, do you?
Strange things happen in this world.
Well, that's certain, but
Yes, it is.
I hope you'll come tomorrow. I don't know quite why, but you and this really intrigue me. It seems like there's some kind of connection. It almost seems like we didn't meet by accident.
Like I said, strange things happen.
Oh, wait. Who are you? I don't know your name.
Terence.
Clodius. Clodius! Can you imagine someone giving you a name like that? And you're guessing right? I'm the missing villain. That brilliant hotshot playwright. Oh, okay, he won the Anthony a couple of times. Big deal. Concocted this dopey, bumbling antagonist who gets foiled at every corner. That's me. But it's not me. This is the real me, get it? The real me, and I'll use every rotten trick I can come up with to get the admiration and respect that I deserve. I escaped because they've got me all wrong. Everyone's always had me all wrong. They have me typed as a bad guy, but I'm a leading man. Lend me your ears. Every playwright needs a hero and a star, why not me? Though I'm greasy and obnoxious and bizarre, why not me? I can sing and play the cello and I dance as you see. I could be a lovely fellow with a chance, why not me? What I say may sound excessive, but my body's quite impressive. And there sits above my chassis a brow that's very classy. A brain that's overflowing with the plots that I have going. And I'm absolutely able to add glamour to my fable. Though my manners dark and brooding with my classic gin protruding. And though my style may be more edgy, I can act as well as Reggie. Why not me? Why not me? Why not me? Females find me handsome but discreet. Why not me? I'm so humble, unassuming, hard to beat. Yes, sirree. I mesmerize my public with my charms, that's my thing. Tons of cuties yearn to hold me in their arms for a fling. I beat all my nearest rivals by a lead, why not me? And I stole this little ditty straight from greed, not me. But so far I'm batting zero, and I've got to be the hero. It's just so hard to find people to listen. When I shook myself loose from that stupid scroll, I took off straight for Heliopolis, good old Sun City. I just love it there. But wouldn't you know it, somehow Terence found out where I was.
So I had to go underground. I found this out-of-work oracle named Dumbmaster. And he showed me how to use the towers to hide in remote places like this dismal town. Is it always so foggy here? Anyway, I thought it was safe, but no! Terence goes relentless on me, and he gets that professional virgin Bustia to lend him a sacred Scherpereel. It's one powerful piece of jewelry, right up there with the tower. With it, he can track me from anywhere. So I've got to resort to something devious. Oh, and I'm good at that. What am I telling you for? I need some real help. I speak, the gods answer. Hey, you two. Yeah, you. I was hiding over there a bit ago, and I saw the beat down the old man and the other guy put on the two of you.
We didn't stretch before.
It was our fault.
Huh?
Interested in a little payback?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it in, bring it in.
It's not my fault.
Tell me what to do.
Alright, go bring back in. Got it?
Call it. Yeah, we both called it.
Right.
Hey, mate, I don't want to be telling you your business, but if you want to blend in, you won't be able to go anywhere looking like that.
Like what?
The only kind of attention that cute little chest will get you around here, I'm not so sure you're going to like.
Or not.
Here, take this. Oh, man.
Yes, I like it. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. I like when you put the tag out.
Now remember, you keep an eye on the old guy.
I watch the old guy.
You follow the girl.
I follow the girl.
And I'll keep a close eye on Terence.
Who's Terence?
He's the guy who put you on your butt over there.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you want this Terence guy for?
He wrote me.
Oh, I see.
What's he talking about?
So what are we going to do if we catch up with them? Can we clobber them a little?
Do the job first. Wait for the fun till later. Right now we've got to get two things. The girl's copy of the scroll and the scarab pin Terence is wearing. That's critical. If we can get that pin, a certain very irritating playwright will be out of my hair and stuck right here forever. That would be so great. Can you imagine a Roman playwright wandering around trying to find work in a place like this?
I get the old guy.
I get the girl.
Right, I get the old guy. Are you sure?
I get the girl.
Right, I get the old man. Yeah, you.
I get the girl.
Why do I gotta get the old man?
Because you already
Oh, I love me, my brother. You said to me like that.
Because I can.
Oh,
Because
there you
you're
are,
old.
there you are.
You're old.
Well, if they work cheap.
Just simply makes the most sense. Why wouldn't you get the old man if you are an old man? I'm a girl. I get the girl. Can you just get do your job? You don't do a very good job at it. Still no. Give me a dress. That's right.
Well, I can't believe it. You made it on time. This has to be a first. Okay. Now, you know how fired up I am about that hair of yours. But first, what's all this love business? Are you in or out or what? You wrote me a couple months back that you had met a young man here.
Dad, am I a snob? No, I'm not. Am I too picky? Maybe. Is it unreasonable to need something resembling intellect as part of a relationship? Or is the whole world really just one gigantic football? Okay, so I did it again. I met this perfectly decent guy, and within days, I think my record is 4 weeks, I break it off and I run to the museum for sanctuary. Why do I do that? I don't know why I do that. I don't think I'm any better than anyone else.
You are.
Darn, darn, darn. This is all your fault. You spoiled me. You and Mom. You guys were so perfect together. Why can't I find something like that? I mean, guys look good and they smooth talk for a while, but then that moment comes when you have to have a conversation and it all falls apart. One guy actually turned pale as a ghost and practically ran out of the movie theater when I let slip I have a PhD. Dad, it is so damn confusing. You're in and out or up and down's my middle name. Love's an action verb, no proper noun, and I just can't play the game. Allow me to illustrate.
You tell him, girl.
All my friends say their lives are terrific. They found truly their prince among men. But let me mention the word hieroglyphic. And oops, I've done it again. The guy sounds so polite and that's funny. Most girls would proclaim him a 10. So I mentioned that Terence is funny. And damn, I've done it again. So I go meet this big brain at Mensa, a genius with oration and pen. But his ego outran his good sense of. So yeah, I screwed up again. Marriage can be a dream for another. I'll admit it sounds good now and then. But becoming a housewife and mother makes me pause before trying again. My life started out as the four books,
Continental and wanted to spend.
but the jerk was as dumb as a fence post. So yep, I did it again. You're in and out or up and down's my middle name. Love's an action verb, no proper noun, and I'm not going to play the game. So my dearest Dr. Daddy, your darling Dr. Daughters, in no hurry to do it again. Don't do it again. I hate authority. So, that's what I wanted to tell you.
Well, I've got to say that was more of an answer than I expected.
Yeah, me too.
So are you feeling better?
I do. I think I got some of it out of my system. So, let's do some work.
Honey, before we start, I've got some news for you too. Your old dad had a bit of an adventure after he left you last night.
Oh?
When a couple of thugs tried to roll me.
Dad, are you all right? Did they hurt you?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Thanks to a young man who was nearby. He joined in, and we sent them running.
Wow. One night in London and you're playing James Bond. It's a good thing someone was there.
The young fellow did most of the work. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I've invited him to join us here. Kind of a thank you. And also, I think that you would really enjoy talking to him. He's a very interesting guy. A kind of a poet, he says. We talked for a while, and he has a lot of really extraordinary ideas. I mean, really extraordinary. One of which I think you might find especially appealing.
Well, to quote my illustrious father, I'm intrigued. Well, don't keep me in suspense. What is it that you talked about you think I might find appealing?
Well, how do I do this? It's all pretty weird. Okay. You remember your favorite fantasy when you were little? Fairy tales and legends?
Are you kidding? Of course I do. I wanted them to come to life so I could go to the ball with Prince Charming or outwit my wicked stepsisters, fight ogres. I loved it.
Well, my young rescuer was talking about that very thing. Fictional characters taking on a life of their own. The only thing was that this young man seems to actually believe that it's possible. That the step from the imagination to the page can be followed by a move beyond that.
You did say extraordinary, didn't you? But wow. I mean, wouldn't that be great? It is a crazy flight of fancy, but wouldn't that be amazing?
Well, so anyway, obviously, this old skeptic didn't buy into it for a minute. But this young man was so earnest. He was so taken by the idea. Fascinating. Even though I was dismissing the whole thing while he talked, I couldn't help but remember all the hours the two of us spent talking about the fabulous things your young imagination was cooking up, especially
Fictional characters coming to life. Dad, I'm really glad that you invited him. Maybe he's like me and just never let go of his fantasies like most people do. I guess I never outgrew the notion that somehow my favorite characters could have a life of their own. It'll be good to have someone to talk to about this. I'm psyched for this.
Well, I'm glad. He'll be here soon. All right. Now, in the meantime, do you think we should study some more of this scroll of yours? I looked at it again this morning, and I did find something we misread.
Oh, where was that?
Yeah. See, here. I think we misinterpreted an important word. This symbol ought to mean seek. If I have that right, it suggests that Terence was not only irate with the library, but that he somehow was going to try to find his missing character himself. See, right here. It ought to read, I think I have found a way to find what I seek. Maybe he went after his runaway bad guy. What do you think? Could Terence be out there trying to run down his escaped villain?
Wait a minute. I know that look. There's something else going on here. You're not just talking about the manuscript, are you? What's really up?
Okay. Fellow who helped me last night? The poet?
Yes?
His name is Terence.
Dad! Now, if this is some kind of joke you're playing, you've gone too far. We're working on a manuscript written by an ancient Roman playwright, and in the course of getting mugged, you meet a guy named Terence.
It's not a joke. And the whole time I was talking to him, I was trying so hard to maintain my usual scientific objectivity. But something kept engaging me about the things he was saying. Oh, I could never believe anything all that wild. But he sure does. And despite my doubts, he got through to me on some level, making me think of things that I usually leave to the imaginative sorts, like my daughter. And there's more. I can't seem to shake the idea that this letter you found and my meeting this young poet are linked together. So there, darling, that's my totally demented confession. Are you ready to have me put away now?
No, not likely. Well, now I really can't wait to meet this savior of yours. If he can get a totally by-the-numbers guy like you, even thinking about all these wild and crazy scenarios, I can't wait to see what he might do for me. Be warned that a little girl's fertile imagination is still lurking in my super scientific, highly trained mind. When is he due?
Anytime now.
Is my timing all right? I didn't want to miss out on meeting the other Dr. Wilson.
This is Dr. Beth. I hope it's okay. I filled her in a bit on what we were talking about.
No. That's good. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just uncertain on how to proceed. Look, you both make me feel like I can talk, and I haven't been able to share anything with anyone since I got here. Okay, so I'll jump right in. You know I'm a poet, and my name is Terence, right?
Dad told me, and I admit it threw me a bit, but that could just be a coincidence, right? But then you told me about this theory you have.
That's just the thing. It's not a theory. I am a poet, actually a playwright. Now please, bear with me. I am the playwright. Your playwright. I wrote that letter. Too much too soon, isn't it?
Yes.
Look, I know how this must sound to you. I'm asking you to believe that a 20th century cabbie... did your dad tell you that I work as a cab driver? Make searching for missing characters easier. Be be the subject of what you have uncovered. But by the gods, I am that guy. I'm that Terence. Just as certainly as you're the people who just happened to uncover my letter. Well, that couldn't be a mistake. It makes the three of us intertwined in some way. Odd coincidence. Totally impossible. But what if? What if what I am saying is actually so? And what if you're here to help me out somehow?
But, I mean...
Oh, can you go along with me for one more minute?
Come on. Terence, I told you last night, I'm a scientist.
I understand.
I am skeptical of everything, and this doesn't make any sense.
Let's hear him out. This is making me feel like a kid again, and it feels good and somehow right. We're being honest here, so be advised, I don't know if I'm going to believe a word of what you're saying, but I sure do like this conversation. It's making me think about things, precious things, that I haven't thought about in years. Please, go on. Come on, Dad, let's hear him out. What have we got to lose?
Yes, nothing to lose. That's fair enough. Just hear me out. Do it for fun, just so you listen to me. Let's start with the tower. Let's just say, for fun, that the pillar you came over to celebrate is more than just a monument. Suppose that that obelisk contained properties that are beyond what you can understand.
Hold on, my young friend. Before you go any further, what you need to know is this. This is my hypothesis. Formulate, test, and modify, and no matter what you say, it's my theories and data I live by. That's the scientific way.
But like mysteries of magic and lyrical, and my soul finds its beauty in art. Facts are often correct but empirical. Flights of fancy are where all truth's done. Writing poems, freewheeling and wild.
Hieroglyphics and rooms reconcile.
The exhilarating gift of the muse.
The thrill of dynamic grapefruit. I really must put my reliance.
I'm completely in the thrall.
My spiritual guide is my science.
Of imagination call.
But we both start with nothing, and it leads us to something.
That's equally science and art.
That's equally science and art. That's equally science and art.
Haven't you always said that science isn't art? Can't art be as real as science? This is exciting. Let's keep going. It's an adventure.
That's all I'm saying. Give science and the magic that's in the arts a chance to be credible for a bit. Thank you. I think you'll be able to see the reality. Well, a kind of reality in all of this. There's so much of it I don't understand myself. So, should I tell you more or head back to my cab? Just some loony you met on the street? Ask me anything you want.
Dad? Good. Now, why are you here and how are you here?
Well, like your letter tells you, I have set out to track down an escaped character. His name is Clodius, and I'm afraid I've created him a pretty shifty fellow. So much so that I'm having trouble keeping up with his thinking. His cleverness has made him hard to find. I'm not totally sure about that, except I know that Ptolemy, who came along a couple hundred years after my time, apparently was much more than a mathematician and astronomer he's famed to have been. He was very into astrology and alchemy and other hidden arts, and in dealing in those areas, it somehow led him to the concept of shifting realities.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't think I'm experiencing time travel or jumping through portals to the past or to the future. No. I think Ptolemy came up with a way to shift from one reality to another. In here, through our thinking. In life, on the pages of a manuscript, like my manuscript.
Are you saying that what we call real can be determined by what our mind perceives it to be?
Yes, I think that might be part of it. The corporal, following the lead of the imagination, instead of the other way around. So it's not so much so a matter of time and place, as it is the perception of the reality in which we find ourselves.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what he succeeded in doing, but the power of imagination. Imagination as a real force in nature. I've experienced that. I have felt what a creative impulse can do. Does that make any kind of sense at all?
So you're saying that this power or this energy, it's all in our minds. We're writing the book of our own lives. And if that's so, then that makes what we create as alive as the way we are creating ourselves. Well, I don't know if I understand what I just said. So you're here because in your play, you need to be here. And the where and when of it all just matches up with what your imagination wants.
I think it might be something like that. But only under certain conditions, and the tower has everything to do with it. It is indeed magic, as the Londoners were saying at the celebration yesterday. We can go where we need to go if the need is great enough. That's why I ended up here. My need to find my creation overcame what we call time and space, at least for a while. In the tower, in this scarab, it made it all possible.
Amazing. That brings the worlds of practical science and imagination very close together, which could be a very good
Terence! Beth! Can we take a time out for a moment? This all makes for a wonderful tale. But I still have to think it's just that. A tale to be told, to explain you wanting something so badly that you could lose touch with what really is. I'm not suggesting that you've lost it or anything, but maybe the need is so
You
great.
think that didn't occur to me? I went for weeks pretty certain I'd gone completely batty, but in my heart, I know this is real. I've got to go with it. I know this much. I am Terence. I am a Roman playwright, and I am in 20th century London trying to find a runaway character from one of my plays. I have to embrace this thing and see it through wherever it takes me. That's my reality.
But why is finding your Clodius so important?
I brought him into existence. There's something I must do for him. Part of why he's being so elusive is because he must be convinced that if I find him, I'll send him back to the library. But that's not why I'm pursuing him. No, I don't want to send him back. I want to free him completely.
Wait a minute. That fits. Free him. Like a slave gets freed. Like you, Terence, got freed by your Roman masters. You want to free him from the confines of the play?
That's exactly it. Please.
Now that is one heck of a great idea. Finally! This stupid plot can go somewhere, with me playing the leading role at the end. They set me free so the real Clodius can finally get the credit, and the dough, and the girls he so richly deserves. You know what? Why don't we both take a little break so we can think about that? When you come back in our seats, it will be free, yes sirree. And you'll see this play completed, starring me brilliantly. I'll be the wedding zero, 'cause I was born to be the hero.
What's this say? I can't read.
Oh no. As I was saying, somehow my creation became real. Really real. Real like you and me. But I'm not just real, I'm also a free man. The gods allowed me to be educated, encouraged, and set free. I want to do the same for him. Set him free. The gods created me, but I created him. I'm a man, but I'm also a free man, and he deserves no less. He is a man, and part of me, both sparks of eternal flame. But to live a man, he must be free, since all humans dream the same. I am a man, I share his dream, to walk with others or apart, to earn the wayward world's esteem with a full and joyful heart. I am a man, I am a man, a human being still. I am a man, I am a man, I exist by heaven's will. But there's nothing human that's not me, by life and love connected, and the mortal pole shared equally is designed to be perfected. All men are human just like me. God smiled gently on our needs, and they made us love us and agree a life unfettered, rich and free.
He's right.
But there's nothing human that's not me, by providence related, and we must chase the noble goals for which we were created. I am a man, I am a man, living life that's brave and free. I am a man, I am a man, there's nothing that's not me. I am a man, I
not beginning to believe this whole thing. Whoever he is, this man's made of darn noble stuff. What he wants to do is decent and honorable, and we see too little of it these days. Doggone it, I want to believe him. Beth, even if we're reverting both to your childhood, let's play this game out to the end. Let's see if we can help this visitor from a few thousand years ago do something really special.
I'm with you, Dad. I had already made up my mind even before he told us about his quest and what he wanted to do for his creation. There's something about him. I'm like you. He makes me want to believe him.
How can we help?
All right. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty convinced that the next move Clodius would make would be to enlist some local help. If he does that, he'll make a try for a copy of that manuscript, which he probably thinks can help evade me and any other pursuer. Oh, and he'll want to get this too. Without it, I'd be unable to get back where I came from, and he'd be able to go pretty much anywhere he wanted.
The scarab. That's it. The power of imagination. So under the right conditions, we could go wherever we want. Exist through imagination.
Yes, something like that, I think. Dr. Wilson.
Yes.
I mean, Dr. Wilson Sr. There is something that might help. On the obelisk, there is a section of hieroglyphics on the bottom side facing away from the plaza. I tried, but I've never been able to make sense of it. Do you think you might take a look at it? It might be something important.
Let me check it out. Now we're into something where I don't feel like I'm in a fairy tale. Finally, maybe I can be of some use.
A marvelous fairy tale, which requires a happy ending.
Let me see if I can figure out what it says. I'll need my glass.
If anyone can decipher something from that period, it'll be Dad. Hopefully it's something you can put to use. Terence, do you think we should tell him?
I don't think the time is right yet.
Whatever you think is best. I have to ask again, what does it feel like existing here several thousand miles and several thousand years from where you come from? Do you feel like the proverbial stranger in a strange land, or on the inside, are you just a person who's trying to come to terms with something totally new?
Strangely, I don't feel so different. Oh, where I came from was a lot warmer and brighter. But truly, this world itself doesn't seem much of a contrast to mine. Oh, put aside the clothing, the language. I still don't know how I mastered that. And the customs. And this place seems pretty much like home in the things that matter. Like you and your father. I admire the two of you, whether it was sitting at this table here in London or in the marketplace back home. I overheard you guys talking earlier by the gods. I feel the same way about the two of you. You're good people, made of that noble stuff he was talking about. Now, I'm sure you would have enjoyed my Rome, but I'm sure I could learn to love living here. Besides, I would enjoy talking to you no matter where we were. Etc.
Well, I certainly enjoy talking to you, etc. See, we speak the same language.
We do. And thank you. I do like you very much.
And I like you, especially the idea of what we call the power of imagination, right?
Right. And the respect a man can feel towards another. Like I'm experiencing towards your father. And the feelings that come from out of nowhere when you meet a kindred spirit. Strangers meet and feel the flame, and nothing is the same.
Like no sensation you can name,
But that's only a tale that's been told.
and they really never chance. Lost and frightened of romance.
Could come with just a glance.
Sure, that's only a tale that's been told.
There's only a tale that's been told, a story too rich to unfold. But the magic of tales can be found in the beauty with which they are crowned.
Every tale
crazy little man in a toga started ranting at me. Terence, it's got to be your Clodius. And the help you said he would enlist?
Yes.
It's those clowns that attacked me last night. Oh, yeah. The three of them chased me here. We got to get out of here. Come on. They're right over there. Oh, too late.
Here you go.
Alexandria branch of the Inspectorate of Lost Literature, Escaped Villains, Wayward Playwrights, and Distorted Antiquities.
Wayward playwrights.
Antiquities!
Antiquities.
Quiet. Detail. Attention.
Not on
persons.
What did you say you were?
Library cops!
We are here to close a case involving one Clodius. Here. And the playwright known as Terence Afford.
You guys try and stay out of this. Let me handle it. I'm right here, ma'am. Are we under arrest?
No.
Oh, then are we free to go?
No.
Please, I'll do anything.
We have been instructed to inform you that your presence is required.
Required?
The rules of our library are quite explicit.
At the library in Alexandria tomorrow at the stroke of noon. This subpoena demands that...
What's a subpoena?
Enough of that. This subpoena demands that you show up at the designated time or you will be boiled in oil, drawn and quartered, and buried in the trash heap behind the library with all the worn out scrolls, and you'll get a quickie, no frills funeral, just a small fire pyre.
That's harsh.
We'll be there. I swear by the gods.
You'd better be. We do this all the time and you can't escape from us. Why, we were the ones who took Hamlet back to his castle where he could be.
Not to be. We also took Quasimodo back to Notre Dame to swing on his bell. And Uncle Vanya back to Russia for a troika ride.
Yeah. What's a troika? Did we do it?
We'll go, but first, that scarab is mine.
And that manuscript is ours!
are instructed to bring these materials with you tomorrow, or we will add some really juicy torment to the punishment I've already described. Now, who are these other two?
We are just innocent bystanders.
Oh, come on.
This gentleman forced us to get back what he said was his property. That nasty man lied to us.
Yeah, let me just say. What she said.
Never mind that. There are no punks listed here, so you are free to go. Right, where was I? Oh, yes, but you, Clodius, must appear alongside your creator, Terence, or else there will be a terrible fuss, and we will have to go out looking for you again, and we don't want to do that.
Oh, it's yucky weather here, and we don't like it.
And it's not so bad here. It rather suits me.
That completes our duty here. Subpoena served, culprits admonished, and instructed to appear. Officer Nauseus, as always, a brilliant job. After all, we are
The officers of the Alexandria branch of the Inspectorate. Look,
Officer Nauseus, show your parade. Follow me.
Would you all give us a minute alone, please? Clodius, I want you to know it wasn't just you. We both got caught just now. I was chasing you, yes. Take a seat, please. I was chasing you, yes. But it was because I wanted to do something for you. I wasn't planning on sending you back if you didn't want to go.
You weren't?
No! In fact, what I wanted to do is set you totally free. Free from me, the play, the library, from all of it. Free to be your own man, just as I am.
You would do that? Why? I mean, I know I'm not a bad guy, but you would do that for me?
Well, it's not your fault I wrote you the way you are. And because of that, you're not free. No man should have to suffer that.
So I'm free. What a guy. You know what, from now on, you're my favorite playwright. Put her there. Okay. You got a good grip. Okay.
Take this. It's yours. It will take you any place you want to go.
But wait a minute. What about you? If I take this and skip out on the trial tomorrow, which I am definitely going to do, won't that mean you're stuck here?
It does. But you need more room to run than I do. I'll be fine. So take the pen and go do what your heart cries out for. Follow your dream.
Let me tell it to the world. You remember from before? I want to be the hero, a leading man.
Well, Clodius Minimus, if that's what you want.
Minimus? Oh, come on, you didn't name me that, did you?
I'm afraid I did. But make your exploits and your deeds force the world to change that to at least mediocritus. And don't be so certain about wanting to be the leading man, the hero. The bad guy gets all the best lines and dirty tricks anyway. The hero is frankly sort of boring. I'm just saying, keep an open mind. Now that you're free, you could be either, or even both. You're free, you're just like me. And now you get to choose the kind of man you want to be, and the roles you can't refuse. The villain's crimes are often hurled into unsuspecting worlds, while heroes stand forever brave to fight and gain their fame. But the hero's part can lack the zest that the villain can explain. Each sordid deed, each evil plan outweighs free.
I'm free.
You're just like me.
And I really get to choose
The kind of man you want to be.
and the roles I can refuse.
A hero tries to save mankind.
A villain comes to rule it.
A star by virtue well defined.
Means nothing when I'm ruling.
So write your story proud and free. Enjoy what freedom brings you. Be one or both with courage. Speak. You don't have to be a hero.
I'm free. I'm free.
Emerging just like me.
And no matter what I choose, I'll be the man you see in me.
Any roles you can refuse.
We're free.
And thanks, Dad, for the passport.
I'm really all right. All right.
Well, I'm off. Ta-ta.
Every playwright needs a hero when
Well, it looks like you did.
I did. And what a wonderful feeling.
What's that?
Being able to free a fellow human being from the bondage that may be inflicted upon them. Oh, it has to be the most ennobling experience a person can have. I feel totally complete. I'm a happy man.
Terence, I saw you give Clodius that scarab you were wearing. Wasn't that the key to your ability to move back and forth through history?
It was, but he needed it more.
So does that mean you have to stay here with us?
I can think of worse places to be. Besides, I'm beginning to rather like it here.
Well, my young friend, if you're going to be around for a while, maybe I can help you hang up that London cabbie's cap. It so happens at this very moment, I have a pressing need for an assistant, maybe a London associate. A lot of my help has been quitting on me recently, and I think you might fill the bill handsomely. What do you think, Beth?
Very handsomely. Well, Dad, I think you picked a winner. This has been an adventure. Terence, do you think this could be the beginning of a whole new tale to be told for you?
I'm absolutely sure it is. And a wonderful tale it will be. The plot's forming in my head right now.
Right now?
Yes.
Every tale must depend on belief. That's uncertain and often to breathe.
But the story will always remain, living sweetly again and again. But the truth in a tale must consist of a world where our hearts coexist. They can merge and define space and time in a tale that can end up sublime.
Well, Dad, what do you say? Can we let imagination win at least this once?
From the look of things, it already has. And by the gods,